The film begins the planet of the Maximals, where the deranged transformer god Unicron is getting ready to make his plummet and consume the planet for power. Unicron sends his followers, the Terrorcons, drove by Scourge, to recover for him the transwarp key, which would enable Unicron to get to limitless universes to consume. The Maximals, Apelink, Basic, Arizor, Rhinox, and Cheater, set up their leave from the planet. However, Apelink stays behind to retaliate while offering base with the name Optimus Basic. Scourge, a prize tracker, shows up and fights Apelink close by his cooler robots. While Apelink destroys the coolers, Scourge mortally wounds Apelink, however acknowledges past the point of no return that the Maximals have proactively gotten away with the key. Unicron then continues to gobble up the planet. 1994, Brooklyn. Previous trooper/hardware master Noah Diaz lives with his mom Brianna, and younger sibling Chris. Chris experiences a disorder, and the family is attempting to bring in cash for his drug. Noah goes to the emergency clinic and has no protection for his sibling to find support, and when he goes in for a prospective employee meeting, he is told by the chief of the organization that he has dropped the meeting subsequent to addressing Noah's previous boss, who says he is valiant yet can't work in a group. Elena Wallace fills in as an understudy for a pretentious exhibition proprietor named Jillian. Criminal investigators are at work in light of the fact that a craftsmanship chief got busted and could have been keeping fakes. Elena affirms for Jillian what is bona fide and what is phony, however Jillian assumes acknowledgement for the discoveries. Elena then finds a statuette looking like Arizor, complete with the Transformers badge scratched onto it. Jillian believes it's old Sumerian, however Elena does all necessary investigation. Noah goes to his companion Stink, who persuades him to take a Porsche being kept in the carport of another organization so he can sell it. Noah figures out how to sneak in and tracks down the Porsche, breaking into it. Simultaneously, Elena utilizes a gadget to look further into the statuette, however winds up breaking it and finding a piece of the transwarp key inside. This conveys a sign that stirs the Autobots, and Optimus Prime calls upon Bumblebee, Archie, and Mirage, the last option being the vehicle that Noah is as of now inside. A safety officer gets Noah, which prompts Mirage to begin driving himself out of there. A pursuit across the city results, where Noah understands the vehicle is driving itself. As the police draw nearer, Mirage shows his powers by making deceptions of himself to occupy the police, permitting him and Noah to move away. Mirage carries Noah to an office where he transforms into his Autobot structure, which monstrosities Noah out. Optimus and Archie are none excessively satisfied to track down a human among them, yet Bumblebee is really trusting, and Mirage thinks Noah is fine. Optimus makes reference to that the key has conveyed a sign and that they need to pursue it so they can get back to Cybertron. Noah joins Mirage as they advance to the Workmanship exhibition hall to get the key, however Scourge and his Terrorcon cohorts Battletrap and Nightbird are now on the planet and are pursuing the key also. Noah enters the gallery and frightens Elena, who believes he's a gatecrasher. After a battle, Noah attempts to make sense of that he wants the key, which Elena actually doesn't realize that is the thing she's holding, and Elena possibly accepts him when Scourge shoots an opening through the wall and kills a safety officer. As the Terrorcons endeavor to assault, the Autobots appear for the fight to come. While Optimus and Bumblebee endeavor to pursue Scourge, the lethal Terrorcon skewers Bumblebee and shoots him in the chest, killing him while Optimus can watch with sickening apprehension. Before Scourge can take Optimus as well, Arizor flies in and drives Scourge and the others away, however he has taken the critical half with him. Scourge gets back to Unicron and finds that it's just 50% of the key, which makes the god brutally rebuff his supporter. Arizor makes sense of the circumstance for the Autobots, in addition to Noah and Elena verifies that the other portion of the vital should be in Peru, in light of the readings she turned upward. Prior to leaving, Noah gets back to see Chris, however Mirage appears and makes his presence self-evident. Noah clears up his central goal for Chris and advises Mirage to vow to guard his sibling. To get to Peru, the pack goes inside Stratosphere, an Autobot that transforms into a dilapidated old plane. On the way, Noah lets Elena know that they ought to obliterate the way to forestall Unicron's appearance, regardless of whether it implies the Autobots will be stuck on the planet. When they show up, they meet with a nearby Autobot named Wheeljack who guides them to their area. Mirage likewise gives Noah a gadget that folds over his wrist in the event that he wants to shield himself. Noah and Elena enter an underground sinkhole in the wake of tracking down Transformers images and advance down. Sadly, the Terrorcons have shown up also, and Scourge sends more coolers to pursue Noah and Elena. The two find a grave where the key should be, however find it void with the exception of certain engravings that Elena records on paper. At the point when they are spotted, they make a run for it, and the Autobots follow. During the pursuit, Optimus promises retribution for Bumblebee by attempting to pursue Scourge, while the others take on Battletrap and Nightbird. Arizor joins the battle, however she gets set apart by Scourge with one of his weapons. The others scarcely escape. Noah and Elena leave the caves and end up in a wilderness where they are stood up to by Basic and the other Maximals. The Autobots appear and protect the people until Arizor tells Basic that they are partners. He lets the others know that he and the Maximals moved the other key half away to protect it. The Maximals guide everybody to a close-by town that they secure and impart a coalition to the people that live there, as they are the ones keeping the other key half protected. Afterward, Base shows Optimus crude energy that can be utilized to resuscitate Bumblebee, yet it requires a huge flood of energy. In the interim, Elena tells Noah perhaps they shouldn't obliterate the key and thinks about him to Optimus, as they are both elder siblings paying special attention to their families. Toward the beginning of the day, Arizor has become completely tainted by the dim energy that Scourge contaminated her with. She starts to go after until the other Maximals attempt to curb her. Base attempts to hold her down, however Arizor advises him to do what he needs to do, so he presses her until she separates and bites the dust. Noah additionally takes advantage of a chance to obliterate the key with the wrist gadget, however Optimus begs him not to do as such until he yields. Sadly, this offers Scourge a chance to hold onto the key and advance back to Unicron. Scourge and the Terrorcons meld the two parts of the key together and make a stage over a fountain of liquid magma to call Unicron. After Optimus and Noah understand their activities have exacerbated the situation, the Autobots and Maximals, and Noah and Elena, unite to stop the reprobates for the last time. Elena utilizes the markings she found to think of a code that can incapacitate the key. The Legends then rush into fight, with Base instructing Rhinox and Cheater to transform into their Transformers' bodies to battle against the approaching crowd of Scorponok. Mirage assists Noah and Elena with finding a section highlight get up to the stage to enter the code. Optimus and Base then collaborate with Tier Battletrap separated before Basic crushes his head with his own destroying ball. Unicron begins drawing nearer to Earth, with his presence arriving at different urban areas like back in New York. At the point when Noah draws nearer, Scourge endeavors to kill him, yet Mirage utilizes his body to protect Noah before he is likewise killed. Nonetheless, Mirage can move part of his body to the wrist gadget to make a suit for Noah to use fighting in the wake of hearing Chris conversing with him over Mirage's radio. The energy waves from the key additionally figure out how to charge the energy, resurrecting Bumblebee. He enters the fight and continues to assist with making something happen, including him flying out of sight with Nightbird and destroying her. Optimus fights Scourge, almost winning until Scourge impacts the PC being utilized for Elena to enter the key, delivering it pointless. Optimus dismantles Scourge prior to ripping his head off and afterward taking steps to obliterate the Vital himself to keep Unicron from drawing nearer. The key detonates, causing a vortex that sends Unicron away yet almost pulls Optimus with it until Basic and Noah assist with pulling him back. While Unicron might in any case be out there, the Autobots and Maximals recognize their triumph and head out in different directions. Noah and Elena fly home in Stratosphere, and he gets back to Chris and their mother. Later on, Noah is up for another new employee screening. He meets a man named Specialist Burke, Michael Kelly, who realizes about Noah being in Peru and working with the Autobots, however Noah attempts to deny it. Burke offers Noah an opportunity to join a mysterious government association, in any event, ensuring that Chris' clinical costs will be covered. Noah is inconceivably grateful and looks as Burke goes into a mystery room loaded up with vehicles, devices, and other highly confidential things. Noah then, at that point, takes a gander at Burke's business card and learns the name of the association, G.I. Joe. During the credits, Noah is with Smell as he is repairing Mirage. Smell believes it's trivial until Noah calls upon Mirage to turn on, and the Autobot reawakens gladly.